Okay, so we're going to go into the next step of the wave. The first part of the wave was just getting the body to understand it, right? Having the body leading, the arms trailing behind. So as we said in stance and footwork, that power comes from ground, right? So the wave starts from the ground and goes through the body. We have a lot of joint focus. Joint focus is very important. Each joint is actually its own chakra. It's a point in the body that there's focused energy. So when I incorporate my wave, I start at the ground with the ball of foot, rises up through the heel, through the knee, through the hip, through the shoulder, through the elbow, through the wrist, out with the fist, or open hand, or edge of hand. It doesn't matter. The way we start this wave is we actually focused hip, hip. So if I'm going to be striking with this hand, I want hip over the ankle. Next hip shoots forward, right? Which brings me up on the ball of my foot. So it's just hip, hip. So we'll just practice hip, hip. Right? So then we're going to exaggerate a little bit more with the hip, just put a little bit more power into it. So as we do that, you can feel that you're actually pushing off that back foot more. All right? So we're again focus on those joints, get that knee driving, hip, hip, and the more this one pushes, the more the muscles and the joints in here, you're going to feel their engagement. Right? So the more I do down here, the more it affects my upper body. So my shoulder's not being affected. My hips shoot out, my shoulders shoot out. Every joint affects the next joint. Heel or ankle affects knee, knee affects hip, hip affects shoulder, and so on. Right? So if each joint is being affected in order, this is actually the wave moving through the body. Right? So we got this going. Hip, hip, shoulders moving, that back leg is starting engaging and pushing forward. And now I'm just going to let my arm just kind of shoot up. Right? Just doing that a few times. And whenever we're doing a practice of anything, we always want to practice both sides of the body. Some people disagree with that. I personally feel it's very important. Because you never know. I might be striking here. Oh, I got a point there. I better learn how to strike with this one. Right? Or I break this hand and I need the other one. It just creates balance in the body anyways, which is healthy. Right? So back to the wave. Just getting it to come out. And you don't really need to worry too much yet about delivering any power from the strike. If you become comfortable before you actually make it to the striking module, you can try hitting. But make sure you'll have your structures in place, which will come next. Right? So I'll just give you a few examples of a fully delivered wave strike. All right. You see the wave coming through. At first, we over-exaggerate the movement. And then the better you get at it, the tighter you get.